have any success with dropshipping in the future, you need to avoid these 10 crucial mistakes. The first mistake is focusing on your store and the aesthetics of your store instead of the actual products and ads you are trying to make and sell. I see this countless amount of times where people spend hours and days, if not weeks, perfecting the look of their store, the images on their store, the aesthetics, and all that kind of good stuff. But at the end of the day, if you're selling a bad product, you have very bad Facebook ads, very bad video creative, no one's going to go to that beautiful website you built anyways. And once they do go there, if it's a bad product, they're not going to buy it anyways. So you can't focus on the store. Your main priority needs to be number one, the product, and number two, the ads you create. Mistake number two to avoid is using terrible quality Facebook ads that you get straight from AliExpress or you find somewhere online to make your video ads and your TikTok organic posts. If you want to succeed in this dropshipping business or in any e-commerce venture in the future, you have to get whatever product you are trying to sell and learn to make video ads yourself. Whether you pull out your smartphone, your iPhone, your Android, and make the video ads yourself, or you send it somewhere to an influencer or a content creation agency to make video ads uniquely for your store, you will never succeed. I probably tried dropshipping for 2 years before ever making my own piece of content. And the single first day I made my very own Facebook ad videos was the day I saw the trajectory of my business change and go up. That was probably 8 years ago. And from then on, I've done millions and millions in dollars of sales using this one strategy of making and learning how to make video ads and video content myself for the products I'm selling. So super important. Third mistake to avoid is selling quick, trendy products that are usually used for a pump and dump, something that's hot this month and dead next month. And the reason I say to stay away from these kind of businesses is, why are you going to put a bunch of time and effort into building a store, buying the product, creating ads that even if it does make money, it's only going to make you money for a month? You really want to find products that you can eventually turn into a brand or are products that are going to be around for a long time. That way you can build a sustainable business and you're making more money over the long term for the time and effort you put in today. It takes the same amount of time to build a pump and dump store as it does to build a sustainable brand store or a long-term product store. So stop trying to sell quick, trendy products you see on TikTok or Facebook or in these dropshipping YouTube videos. Find a product that you really know how to sell that's going to make you money for the long term. The fourth mistake you need to avoid is putting together a store and a business and a Facebook page and a TikTok page really quickly together, throwing shit at a wall and hoping it sticks. At the end of the day, shit is shit. The consumers nowadays are getting smarter. People can recognize when something looks like a scam, and the second someone gets a single whiff of scam on your store or in your business, they flee and you will miss out on that sale. We are entering a time and an age where if you're shopping online or someone's buying online, you can't just put together an old dropshipping store like we used to do 10 years ago back in the wild west and you would get $1 million in sales. Like, we are so past those times. So you really need to put effort into curating your product, your videos, and your website, right? They all work in a circular motion. And if even one of those things are off, right, it can ruin your whole chance of converting a customer and making a sale. So don't just try to rush and put things together because you had a good idea. If you have a good idea, sit down, take the extra time and effort to make it look good, price it right, have the ads look right, have the checkout button on your website working, all these things, right? You want to have them all together so they work in conjunction and you don't scare off that valuable customer you paid to get to your store. The fifth mistake you want to avoid is dropshipping and using AliExpress directly to source your products. Back in the day, I used to use a software called Oberlo, which basically took my products from AliExpress, put them onto my store. When I got an order, it automated that fulfillment system. Oberlo no longer exists, so I now use a platform called Zendrop, and Zendrop is the sponsor of this video. Zendrop is an all-in-one dropshipping automated software and system made by dropshippers for dropshippers just like yourself. The super cool thing about Zendrop is they already have products on their platform. They've vetted their suppliers, they've vetted the factories, they've verified these are real people, and they ensure you're not going to get scammed. Zendrop has warehouses in China, Europe, and the United States, basically making your dropshipping experience a whole lot easier. You can import products directly to your Shopify store. Once you get orders, you can then automatically fulfill them on Zendrop. It's just a great all-in-one platform to make your dropshipping experience a whole lot better. And again, to make things super easy for you, ZenDrop plugs directly into your Shopify store, making the experience super easy. Now, if you want 51% off ZenDrop, click the link in the description through my link, and you're going to get $200 in product credits, which can lead to about $600 in free sales. So click the link in the description, get ZenDrop 51% off, and claim your $200 in product credits. The sixth mistake most people make is selling products they have absolutely no knowledge on, like me trying to sell makeup tools 5 years ago. Of course it failed. I know nothing about makeup. What I do know about is fishing and pickleball, which is the two businesses I have now. So if you're trying to sell a product in a niche that you have no idea about, you're ultimately going to fail. Let's say you've never cooked a day in your life and you're trying to sell kitchen gadgets or kitchen products. You're going to fail because you don't know the customer lingo, you don't know the product you're selling, and you don't know your target audience. So make sure you stick to selling products that you know about and have verified and have some sort of knowledge about, so you can make the ads and create a website around this product and business. The seventh mistake is posting videos and just relying on TikTok organic instead of paid traffic. Back in the day, TikTok organic was not a strategy that I was introduced to because TikTok didn't exist. Today, it's very relevant. It's very viable to go viral on TikTok and sell products with zero ad spend. But the only issue I see with this is it's not a predictable way to scale a business and make money. Because what if you post 100 videos and none of them go viral? You're not going to get any sales. But right away, if you focus on learning paid ads and get good at that, you can immediately start generating sales predictably and scalably into the long term. Not saying TikTok organic is a bad thing, but what I would do to take advantage of the situation is do TikTok organic and take those same posts and learn Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok ads, so you get the organic and the paid ads boost to ultimately give you the best chance at success in your business. The eighth mistake is pricing your products way too cheap. Cheap is not always better in e-commerce. You might think, hey, if I have the cheapest price for this product, it might sell the best. That is not true. I'll tell you a quick story. I tried selling my fishing line product years and years and years ago at, let's say, $15, I think it was. And I wasn't really seeing any success. I then raised the product price to $19.95 and then even $24.95. And I saw way more success at that $24.95 price point because people might have associated with, hey, this is a better quality product. $15 was way too cheap for this amount of fishing line. There's no way it can be good. So sometimes raising that price is going to give you a better chance to sell, and it gives you more profit margin to then spend more money on ads. That is the most important thing. If you have a $10 product, it costs you $3, you're like, oh, wow, I got a 70% margin. At the end of the day, you only have $7 of profit. That's not enough money to spend to successfully acquire customers through paid ads. You need probably at least $10, $15, $20 of profit dollars to then spend on those Facebook ads and scale sustainably. The ninth mistake is having unrealistic expectations for dropshipping. I know with social media and YouTube, you see all these people saying, oh, I made $1 million in a month with dropshipping. While that is still possible, if you're starting as a beginner, that's very unrealistic to obtain. Like, I think I drop shipped for 3 years and then finally did my first 6 figures in like the last month of that 3 years, right? It took me 2 years to really start getting traction and really learn the process. I didn't have any of these tools or education. I kind of learned it on my own. So you can fast track that by paying attention to my YouTube channel, some courses, and other viable sources, but just have realistic expectations. Like if you're just starting this business, be happy with getting 1 to 5 sales a day in your first store. Be happy with generating $10,000 a month after a year. You know what I mean? So it's a slow progression, but as you stack your skills and learn more about products, creating websites, videos, ads, all that kind of good stuff, your skills will stack, and eventually you'll have 6-figure months and beyond, right? You'll hit your 7-figure goals that you probably aspire to do. And number 10, probably the most important mistake people do in dropshipping is they give up way too soon. They try one product, they try one website, they try one ad, they spent $100 on ads. They're like, I just lost $100, I'm giving up. I probably lost a couple $1,000s before I was actually starting to make sales and become profitable. And again, this took me like years to do. So if you're trying to be impatient and you're trying to put together a crappy store and you spend $100 on ads, and it's your first product you tested and it doesn't work and you give up, that's your fault. You're never going to be successful in this business. You have to test and try multiple things. I started 12 stores before actually seeing some real success in dropshipping. So just manage your expectations. Don't give up. Always continue learning so that way you can get better. So if you're new to dropshipping and you want to get started, I put together a 7-hour free course on dropshipping in this video right here. Click, like, and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Peace.